All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Okay, so let's talk about the New World Order. And this is not people on this channel and people around the world know that it's not a conspiracy any longer. And that's because we know we had President Bush Sr. talk about the New World Order. You can find his video on YouTube, him saying and declaring that a New World Order is coming and they will be successful at it. Okay, and then also George Soros talks about a New World Order every year. Kissinger also talks about the New World Order. He even wrote the book, The New World Order, and how Obama was a puppet for the New World Order and things of that nature. That's in his book. You guys can read his book, Kissinger. And also, Rockefeller and the Rothschilds and things of that nature, and how they're trying to bring about this new world order, and the only country standing in the way of the new world order is America. Quite frankly, one of the reasons why I am very, very happy that Donald Trump is in office, because Donald Trump is being used to stop the New World Order from taking place. Okay, so I don't care how much you hate Donald Trump. I don't care what you say about Donald Trump. We everyone knows that Donald Trump is against the New World Order, and that is a good thing for us because it keeps us. It doesn't mean that we're not gonna have chaos and riots and stuff, because we are. Riots and chaos and protest is going to be the norm in America very soon, as we have already started to see it. 2016, matter of fact, 2014 and 15 and 16, it's just getting worse and worse, right? So it doesn't mean that we're not going to see the chaos and things of that nature, but it does mean we're going to prevent World War III for a while. Okay, so it does prevent us from going into World War III, and it also it's going to Donald Trump being in office is going to protect the land of America. Yes, other countries are going to be very upset with America because of the bans, but Obama did the same, almost the same exact bans, but it didn't get any type of Zionist media play, so so it didn't get any outrage. Okay, so but here's the thing, because Donald Trump's in office, God is going to use him to secure the borders of America, and I'm pretty sure Mexico. I know Mexico does not want to pay for the borders and things of that nature, but eventually Mexico is going to come around. This is point blank and simple. Mexico will come around and they will join America in creating the wall and things of that nature, and then they're going to have some type of business, because remember, Donald Trump's a businessman. So if it's business Mexico wants, then businesses they're going to get. Okay, and then that's how they're going to be able to come around with the wall and things, because Mexico will benefit somehow. Okay, and that's how they're going to come around. Other than that, so because of Donald Trump, the New World Order is being delayed. Okay, it's being delayed. Some people say, well, Donald Trump is a puppet, and well, the elites can't control him. So even if Donald Trump is a puppet, which all presidents are to a certain extent, even John F. Kennedy was a puppet, right? But until he decided to do whatever he wanted to do, and he got killed for it, for trying to bring back the gold standard on the dollar. And that's exactly what Donald Trump's trying to do. He called for a gold-backed dollar and to return to the gold standard. And that's why his White House is in gold, right? So we understand that. So we don't know how long Donald Trump's going to stay alive. Like I've been saying this from the beginning. Like even if he is in there, how long will he stay alive? Because he wants to, basically stop everything that the New World Order has been coming along. Remember, Obama made it very clear. If Donald Trump is elected, he's going to reverse everything we've put in place. So Obama was basically telling you that he's put in place the New World Order, and Donald Trump's going to reverse it. Okay, so for those that are Obama fans, that was clear evidence right there that Obama said that Donald Trump will reverse everything I did. Now Donald Trump's not going to reverse everything Obama did. He's going to keep the gay laws and things of that nature. but he's going to reverse a lot of the foreign policies. He's going to, he's going to make sure there's a tariff. Maybe I think they're going to put a tariff on the borders, but he's going to make sure the borders are secured and that every single person coming through the borders is checked. Checked. Background check like crazy. Okay. To have no attachment to terrorists and things of that nature to protect America. But of course, what's going to happen is the New World Order sees that and they understand that they are not going to be able to flood in refugees because Donald Trump has banned that. So what the New World Order is going to do now is they're going to counter, and they're going to, instead of flooding in refugees, because if Hillary Clinton was president, 100 million, they were predicting that Hillary Clinton and Obama were going to bring in about 100 million refugees into America, and that would collapse America's economy, and we would be in complete chaos with that, in America under Hillary Clinton. And then we would also, under Hillary Clinton, declare World War III with Russia and China and everything like that. So because Hillary did not become into office, we have bought time. And you guys already know with decoders and people, of faith, time is very, very key, right? If you can delay something for 6 months to a year, you have time to escape. You have time to get your house in order. You have time to prepare. You have time to prep. You have time to do a lot of things, right? So that's what Donald Trump represents. Donald Trump represents a time delay, okay, for the New World Order. But what the New World Order wants to do now, because they're not going to be able to flood the America with their with refugees, what they're going to do is they're going to flood Europe with refugees, and that's what they're doing now. Europe is going into complete chaos, okay, because they're flooding in refugees through Europe, okay. These refugees are coming from Arab countries, and the rich Arab countries don't even want them. So that tells us right there that this is a planned event to destroy the Western world, because they're bypassing the rich Arab countries, and the rich Arab countries have room for them, and they're saying, no, we're not taking these people, send them to the West. Okay, so we understand that this is by design. We've heard from bankers, the elite bankers, that told us, they came out publicly risking their lives saying that this was designed by the New World Order to destroy the Western world, because they're bypassing the rich Arab countries that have room for them. Okay, remember, they're deserts. There's a bunch of room to put out tents and things like in that nature for these people. But they're bypassing them. They're bypassing the Eastern world, and they're coming into the Western world. So they want no parts of the Eastern world, but they want to be in the Western world. And George Soros made it simple. He said that we're flooding the Western world with refugees to destroy the culture of the Western world and to bring it down economically, because that's the only way they can defeat the West, is by destroying the West inside, okay, by flooding refugees and creating chaos in the Western world. And they're doing a great job in Europe. They're not doing that great of a job in America because people are praying against it. And now we have Donald Trump in there standing with the American people to put the borders, to secure our borders and to allow nobody from the 7 banned countries and from other places that are here to, that are illegal, to just be able to walk in. Obama didn't have a problem with it. He let everybody in. You know what I mean? But the only people, Obama barely let in any Christians though. So that's the difference between Obama and Trump. Now Trump is saying, wait a minute, the Christians, the Christian refugees, we're gonna look at them a lot quicker than we look at everybody else. So he's gonna give heads to the Christian refugees. Obama gave head to the Muslim refugees, and he allowed the Christian refugees to be beheaded and killed by ISIS and Daesh. Okay, so but this was a man that was saying that he was a Christian. But he barely allowed any Christians in. Go check the numbers. He barely allowed any Christian refugees into America, and they were being destroyed and killed by ISIS and Daesh and Boko Haram in Nigeria and all places in Africa and the Middle East. Obama didn't care about the Christian refugees. So, and now everybody's irate that Donald Trump doesn't care about the Muslim refugees. Isn't that something? So they don't care about the Christian refugees. They don't care if they get slaughtered, but they have a problem with the Islamic refugees. You see how you're being deceived? Okay, so you're being deceived badly by the New World Order and by the Zionist media. So what they're going to try to do now is, because they can't flood in the country America with refugees, they're going to try to destroy America from within, meaning that they're going to try to use the politics and the political people and the Hollywood people, and they're going to try to use the media for people to go against each other, the right and the left, to destroy each other, right? That's exactly the same way Islam is going to be destroyed in the end times, right? People are wondering how Islam is going to be destroyed in the end times. It's because the Sunnis and the Shiites are going to destroy each other with, in the end with the Antichrist, okay? And so what is the religion of the New World Order? It's Islam, right? We already know that because the Pope made it clear. They're going to join with Islam to and spread Islam around the world. And even Yeshua, Jesus Christ, mentioned that Islam will be the most, majority with the time he returns, okay? Because they're going to spread the refugees all around the world, and they're going to bring this Sharia law and this satanic movement into everybody's country, okay? And as you guys see, I seen a couple of statements from people, high up in Islam, and they say Muslims and Arabs are above constitutions, and so we're above the laws. And this is and that's the same thing the devil was saying in heaven, right? I'm above everybody. I'm above the angels, and I'm even above God. And when God heard about that, God said, I don't know who you think you are, son. But I created you, and I'm going to destroy you. And then he fell, right? So Satan fell thinking the same way. And if you go on Facebook, you'll see what I'm talking about, because people are sharing it, where people of Islam are saying that they're above the law. They're above the Constitution. They can do what they want because of Sharia law or whatever they. So that's the same thing Satan said in heaven when he thought he was above the law and above God, and God had to show him who had all the power, and he fell with many other fallen angels into darkness. So that's what's going on now, and the New World Order is going to use Islam to create havoc around the world, because Islam believe they are above the law, and that's going to create the chaos around the world, and that's already started, especially in Europe. So we need to pray for Europe, because they're going to go through it crazy this year. And if Donald Trump stays alive, America could be spared for a while, okay? And that's what we want. We want Donald Trump to stay in office and build the wall, or rebuild the wall, because I think there's already a wall there in Mexico already, but I think he wants to advance it or do something else to it. And then and put in place where we vet people, where we make sure people that are coming into America are not terrorists. Okay. Of course, this is going to anger people and Muslims inside of America, and they might start attacking and doing some things, because we do have a lot of terrorist Muslims inside of America that are just waiting on orders from the New World Order. We already know that, Obama let them all in. okay. So we understand that, but overall, if Donald Trump stays in office, we are going to, and it stays alive, we're going to delay the New World Order, and that's a good thing. And I think because of that, because he might stay alive, and if he does stay alive, I believe that Bush Sr. could finally pass away, because Bush Sr. is waiting on the New World Order before he passes away. He made that clear. He said that he wants to be alive for the New World Order, and he's very sick, right? And he's coming in and out of hospitals. He might pass away before the New World Order, and also the Queen Elizabeth also wants to stay alive before the New World Order, to see the New World Order. But I don't know if they're going to be able to stay alive, because Donald Donald Trump's in there, and if they can't kill Donald Trump, then they're not going to be able to stay alive, okay? Because their times are coming to an end, and this is good news for us because for America, because we have delayed the New World Order. Not so much for Europe, because they're allowing in refugees and things of that nature, and they're going to pay a heavily price for that, as they already are now. Germany and France and Spain and Italy, they're all going through chaos right now. So we need to pray for them. Let's pray for Donald Trump, and let's pray against all evil, man, and just keep our eyes open, and let's stay, ahead of the New World Order. All right, so that's it for me. Eyes open. God bless. Shalom.